Let's load our game from Sunday. You skip fudge and why? This is why I stopped right here. And the next person I wanted to talk to was Monica. Because I don't care about either of these girls. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Hi, Lynxie. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Oh, I was supposed to be boy Lynxie, huh? That's what we agreed on last time? Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Lynxie. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job! I remember the words I chose last time. Those were only for Yuri. Don't condescend. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Wow, offensive. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone else's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Ah, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Oh. Amine babes? Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. These words aren't for you! It's very challenging to write that effectively, but both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying a lot of different things. It could take me a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find that kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. She's so fucking cute. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Oh, don't be like that, Monica. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Okay, that's the thing though, right? So we were trying to choose, like, you guys wanted me to, like, full-on narrate which girl I was gonna go for, and so far, Yuri is the only one who's interacted with us to a larger extent, and I don't know if that has anything to do with literally anything I did other than choose the words, because I think, classic Monica, I think she was gonna give me the book no matter what I did, lusting after Yuri. What do you mean? That's what we chose here. We had a long conversation about it. Don't pretend like we didn't. It's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. That's real and true. Well, let's read it then. Oh, right! I got to read them last time. Oh, her handwriting is much better than Yuri's. Hole in wall. It could have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Oh, I'm so good with words. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When I performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Ah, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Oh, she's gonna give us writing tips. Let's go. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. I left my least favorites for last. I should have done it the other way, I guess. Let's do Natsuki. I like her the least. So much advice. So good, so wise. Linksy, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? What? Harsh. What, do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? I'm getting fucking roasted. Do you think I'm stupid? What? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort in. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of my first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Yeah, that's... you fucking got you, huh? Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. Okay, will I? I don't think she thinks that. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Oh my god. The music change. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. 10 out of 10. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. Wow, why are we lying? Impressive. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Oh, we're lying. Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people even take my writing seriously. But it isn't the point of the poem for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Oh, she likes me now. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro! Oh my god. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Samir, the only proud person of Natsuki. Alright, Sayori. This is a good poem, Linksy. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? No. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really just happy you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Lynxie. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Damn it. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not really sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Being a tool equals being good. Isn't that what men think? Question mark? Poll from the audience? Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Does the music shift, though? We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish the rainy day? Wish away the rainy day. I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not bad. I want breakfast. Fuck yeah. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least this makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean! I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say anything, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast! I get all cranky. Ah, accurate. That's fair. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. I just never did my homework. I got good grades. It didn't matter. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It was as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch the expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can this be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Lynxie did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. My god. This is savage. And Lynxie liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. This music is crazy. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Lacey appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Lacey started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like the fighting! Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if I just noticed I was standing there. Lynxie, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it! If she could just get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Lynxie. Wait, there's a reason that we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning of them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Lynxie? Oh my god, am I gonna have to choose? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh, well. Oh, I can ask Sayori for help, though. It's so weird that, like, none of the choices are Monica-related. She's just there. I guess she's the president. Well, I like Yuri the best. So... Sorry, Natsuki. She's just gonna get so... She's gonna get so annoying. Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait! That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. Monica is out of your league. That was a step. No! Okay, true. Shut up, Smear. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're simply putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. It's an after-school special. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, don't you think you should too? And Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody's taken her side. She's trapped at this point. At this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I ended up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps me to take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki! She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in adjacent chairs. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, time to make your move. Alright, I believe you. Thanks, Lynxie, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. Oh, come on, me. It's about the bra stuffing. I'm going to make some tea. Ah, good idea. I'll make enough for everyone. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Linksy, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Linksy, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori. What about what happened earlier? Ah, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted to get your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew. You know, Linksy, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh, shit. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Alright. I think we'll end by making the poem. Yeah, Monika's still not there. That's so weird. We're gonna, just a little guy entangled in anime girl drama. We're gonna make the poem, and then we're gonna save. And then we'll end the stream. I think that'll be the perfect way to do it. So I'm still going for Yuri. So I think after image and hurt. Again with the suicide. I'm not choosing that. After image. Judgment, whistle, heartbeat, aura. I think judgment. Grief, empty, alone. Unless something gnarly happens after the poem. Oh god. Uncontrollable, rain clouds, sunny together, dazzles, spinning. Ah! Less shopping, lipstick color, shiny skirt, time, eternity, massacre, eternity. Bouncy, variance, unrequited valentine. We'll go with variance. Entropy, seems like a Yuri word. Disoriented. Disoriented. Defeat. Starscape, dance, romance, amazing, pain, sparkle. I think defeat. Oh, that was a Sayori word. Interesting. Covet, philosophy, rose, clumsy, vacation, fun, giggle, joy, forgive. Philosophy. Yeah. Hopeless is definitely a Yuri word. Oh, that was a Sayori word. Okay. Breathe, nature, kawaii, depressions. That was a Sayori word too. Misery. I'm so confused. That was so shocking. Shame, essence, essence? Or fester? Yeah. Agonizing? Disarray? Agonizing? Okay. Graveyard. Disown? Misfortune? Oh my god! What is going on with Sayori? Okay, melancholy has to be Yuri. Horror also has to be Yuri. Portrait? Unstable has to be Yuri. Okay, that was so weird. depression was for Sayori. Weird. Okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here in the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. That was genuinely shocking. Okay. Hi, Linksy. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm still kind of hungry. Yeah, Yuri's still my target. But Sayori... The Sayori words just were really surprising. I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Ah, that's not like you at all. I have many reasons. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of the sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair! How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. I'm a genius. So you're either not hungry, you want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. Oh, I'm like Death Note keikakuing her. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Oh my god. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't know she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri. Tell Linksy to let me borrow some money. I'm not bullying her. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should buy what you can... Fucking roasted. You should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Aha! I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That's still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sarah knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if there weren't cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credits than that, Sayori. Someone smack her? Yeah. Out of nowhere, something smacks. Oh, Natsuki smacked her in the face. Ow! What was a cookie? Oh. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through that a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. I'm just really happy you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up and nudges Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Ugh. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where is Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. My God. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Okay. That's where Monica comes in. Yep. So I would like to save and find out what Monica